Hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome to TJ Table Tennis. My name is Ramat, and today I'm here with TJ and I'm going to ask him a couple of questions. Please, TJ, introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, Ramat. And as she said, I am TJ Tajuddin Alao, that is the full name. I am a table tennis player, also a coach, and in fact, as an umpire and table tennis organizer. I love table tennis so much. I can't do without table tennis. I just love it. When something is natural, so that is table tennis. Thank you.
Thank you so much, TJ. Now, can you tell us about your club, where it is, and the opening times?
Okay, thank you so much. My club is called TJ Table Tennis, and in fact, we have two clubs. So one in Greenwich and one in Kidbrook. The one in Kidbrook is located at 122 Broadwalk, Kidbrook, SE38ND, and you can call the particular place is called Samuel Montagu. It's a big sport place whereby they play football, boxing, and other sports. So, but I open at that particular place on Saturdays from 4 p.m. all the way to 7 p.m. And the second club is in Greenwich. Is at St. Joseph Primary School. So there is a catalog church in there. So let's say it's just combination because at the back of the church, so it's a primary school and it is called St. Joseph Primary School. We open on Tuesdays and also on Fridays just for people to enjoy table tennis. And we do open from 6:30 all the way to 9:30. And we involve everybody. We make sure the children, the adults, and everyone is free to come on board and enjoying the sports. It is sport that you can do. It is sport that I can do. It is sport that meant for everyone, and it doesn't discriminate about the age or the background. That is where I am located at the moment. So hopefully in the future, we never know. Maybe we're gonna have TJ on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's no problem in that being, 24/7 table tennis. I think it happens in some areas as well. So if TJ can have something of that nature, I think people are gonna enjoy it. The community is gonna enjoy, table tennis, and I'm sure we are gonna get there. But for now, based on what the questions been asked by Rama said, my location is in Greenwich and also Kidbrook. Thank you.
Thank you so much, TJ, for that answer. Now, you say you volunteer. Tell me about volunteering.
This is a massive question. Yeah, it's a broad question basically, volunteering. To me, when we say volunteer, is by giving out your time, not full time, no matter how time it is, starting from 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and what have you, giving it to others, as in supporting other people. And when you are volunteering, and that means you are loving people, you don't get paid, but you are showing that you love them. That's why you are giving that time for them. Okay, so it means you are loving them. It means you are caring for them. It means you are even having fun. You know what? When you volunteer, are you going to meet different people from different backgrounds? So to me, volunteering can be defined as a way of, sharing your love with people. Sharing your ideas, yes, because we are going to have an input of ideas, suggestion, and so on and so forth with other people. Maybe smaller group, maybe large people. Yes, so that's what volunteer to me. You don't get paid for it, but you're just having part of your time. The time is supposed to be relaxing or resting, you are giving to other people. You understand it? Some are less privileged, but you are giving part of the time for them to get involved, or for them to achieve their goal. They can't have money to pay you. Immediately have the money, but you just decide just to give part of the time. I think that is how I can define the volunteer, based on my own level of understanding. Oh, thank you.
Thank you for that answer. Now, do you volunteer in table tennis, and why do you volunteer?
Yes, I do volunteer in table tennis. I volunteer first of all in my club. How do I volunteer in my club? It's funny now. I don't know, but yeah, at least there are some players that they only come to play, and we charge them, of course, £5, and we need to pay a rent. But in terms of coaching, I volunteer myself to coach them. I've got like Sarah March also volunteering in my club to coach these players. And I've got Coach Carl. Yes, Coach Carl also volunteer in my club to coach these players, and also Stephen Woodley. Yeah, he's also another volunteer in my club to coach these learners, or let's say table tennis players. I do volunteer in my club to train people, to support other people, as even the adults who can play very well, because as a trained and a qualified coach, all right, so I volunteer to coach these players, and also I volunteer in my community. Yes, as part of a community, you need to do something for the community to give back. There's some people who have been doing this job previously. Maybe because of the age they can't do it. The young generation needs to come up. I'm among this young generation that will make a community to grow up. So I volunteer in my community. So like I have a charity called Young Shall Grow UK. You can check it out. We call it Young Shall Grow UK. Yes, this is part of the community whereby we go to the trip with the kids, from teenager to the children. We go to different city. I don't charge them. We just come together, and also we do what we call a Yoruba sessions on Saturday. It's part of our volunteering. I don't charge them. We have an adult session whereby we teach them how to recite for hand. It's also part of volunteering. I think volunteering is really, really good for everyone. Don't think you can't do it. Everyone is clever. Everyone is talented, one way or the other. Whatever we have been given, it's not all about money. It's about love. It's about passion. It's about caring for people. So I do volunteer in my club. I volunteer for Table Tennis England as well. I volunteer in different places. So I've been invited to so many places by Table Tennis England. For example, I went to Manchester. I went to Nottingham. I went to, I think, Leicester, if I'm right. So many places, because it's volunteer. But I've never thought in my life that I'm going to be in Manchester, for example. But because of this volunteering, this is one of the importance or significance or the reason why I do volunteer. You meet people. You meet people from different places, from China, from India, from Ghana, from Nigeria, from England, from part of the world. We volunteer together. We know each other. We know better. The people that you never think that you're going to see them. For example, I remember when I was invited to Nottingham this year in March, okay, because fortunately I won Male Volunteer of the Year at Table Tennis England this year March. Yeah, I won number 1. Yeah, the best male volunteer of the year. Glory be to God. It's not like, TJ can do it, but I'm just trying my best. So I was invited to Nottingham. They paid my hotel. I was able to watch live match. The national championship. So I met, number 1, number 2 in England. I mean, because I volunteer, so I was able to, have this opportunity. Right, so I was able, I was fortunate to start with the CEO, Table Tennis England. Yeah, we were sitting in the round table. Having dinner together, drinking together. I'm not saying alcohol, but I have to have like my juice and water. So don't get me wrong. All right. So we start. This is part of an achievement. When you volunteer, you find yourself where you never think of. This is why I found myself because I volunteer and I want it. I met different people because I do volunteer. So for the table tennis England, I volunteered for table tennis England. I also remember 2 years ago, I was also invited to Nottingham. Yes, I was invited to Nottingham. I came runner-up, which is the second position in male volunteer of the year. So it was Chris Buckley who won the award. And then table tennis England, I think, was 100 years. 100 years, I remember. So when you volunteer, there are a lot of positive things that even you cannot even use money to buy. Yes, I'm telling you. So if you have not been volunteering, it's not necessary you volunteer for the big company. Start from your home. Volunteer for your family. Volunteer for your local authority or for your community. Then volunteer for your nation. So forget about money. Money will come. Of course, I have my 5 days job, but any little time I've got, I just give it off for other people, just to benefit, just to share things together, just to meet other people. So basically, I volunteer for so many reasons as I've mentioned. It is good. It is time for you to meet people. It is time for you to increase in terms of your knowledge as well. So on the table tennis, I've learned so many things when I was volunteering. I still continue to volunteer though. Okay. Last 3 weeks now, I was also in Nottingham. I was volunteering for British universities and college. Yeah, there was a tournament held in Nottingham. We call them box. Okay, as an umpire. So I went there to umpire some matches. I met people I have never seen in my life. I enjoy it. I enjoy volunteering. Please, I'm using this opportunity to tell you, to advise you, to admonish you. Please do your best. Volunteer. How old are you? Teenager? You can volunteer. How old are you? You're 40? Volunteer. If you are 50, we have like 70 people among the TTE volunteers. Yes, and they are still, doing their part in the community for the nation. All right. Please, let's do it together. Let's volunteer. Volunteer is really, really good, and it is. It's going to help you, help your family. Yes. Thank you, Rama. Sorry, I've been talking because I just love it. Thank you so much. Yeah. Right.
What do you have to say for people who don't volunteer?
Oh, thank you. Based on what I've just said now, I would advise people who have not been volunteering. You need to start. And you know what? For the Table Tennis England now, yeah, there is a 2024-2025 Pride Award is now open. So I will say to you, you need to check your local table tennis. Look at the players there. Look at someone who has been supporting your club. Check your community. Look at someone who has been there for people without, giving them anything. But they just try to volunteer. They just try to make sure that things are running smoothly. Please, put their name forward. All right? If you want to do that, you can just visit Table Tennis England /Pride. We have so many categories. I think it's about 10 categories or something. Okay, we have the volunteer of the year. We have the young people under 25, over 25, male, female. We have, the people who have been volunteer for the past 30 years. So please, if you know them, put their name forward, and they are going to be rewarded, and they are going to be awarded. They are going to be recognized by Table Tennis England. Trust me, this is really, really good. Put their name forward. Approach them. Say to them, you are doing amazing job, and I would like to volunteer. I would like to nominate you. Let me use that word. I would like to, please give me your name and your email. Approach them. Show them they are doing amazing job. I've got some people who have, messaged me, TJ, oh man, you are doing amazing, you are doing fantastic. Please let me have your email. And I give it to them because they can see what is happening. Let's recognize them. Let's motivate them. Let's reinforce them. Table Tennis England is there to recognize them. Who? Because it's our top sport, table tennis. Let's continue, to make it, let's go to make it progress. Okay, so it's our top sport for the children, for the adults, for the male, for the female. No discrimination in table tennis. So it is time to nominate. And also, we need to continue to volunteer. Despite the fact that I won last season, okay, which is 2024, I don't stop. Why do I stop for? No, I continue to volunteer to the best of my ability. It's in my blood. It's my passion. I love it. I love it. So you can start. If you have not been volunteering, you can start. Forget about 100 hours, no? Forget about 3 hours, no. No matter how small hours you've got, even a minute, please volunteer in your local club. Volunteer for TTE. Volunteer in your church. Volunteer in your mosque. Volunteer in your community. And you will see the results in the future. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, TJ. We will meet again.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Again, I am TJ. TJ Table Tennis, Kidbrook, TJ Table Tennis, Greenwich. We open every Saturday in Kidbrook, 4 to 7, and in Greenwich on Tuesdays and Fridays from 6:30 all the way to 9:30. And please come and have fun. If you don't know how to play at all, don't worry, we will train you. We have the qualified coaches. We have the qualified volunteers who have been there for everybody. Please, let's go there. Thank you.